it's Meg Czapiewski with Honorable Service Realty Group here with your market update. And I am going to share my screen to show you May's numbers. In the past, I've been showing you some dials where it was just showing everything as rock bottom, and that really hasn't changed for our area. So I thought I would do something a little different. This red line here is from June of last year to May of this year, so the last 12 months. The red is single family homes or detached homes, and then the green is townhomes. So what we're seeing, what we're actually hearing on the news, and what we're experiencing here is about a 30%, 25 to 30% drop off in activity levels for our market as compared to where we were a year ago. This shows that kind of decline that happened right as the interest rates were starting to hit heavy in June, and then our uphill climb back to some greater activity levels, but still in comparison to March of 2022, it was, in this case, single family homes down 32%, townhomes down 37%. Where we're at today, 27.5% on single family, 30% on townhomes. So like I said, between 25 and 30%. Why? Because it's just kind of hard to get our sellers to want to voluntarily sell when they're holding on to interest rates, mortgages that have interest rates of, in the threes, and in some cases even lower than 3%. So that's closed sales. Right, let's take a look briefly at all of the new pendings. The new pendings are still down, but the activity is really high. And when I show you days on market, you're going to see that essentially you put something out there, and unless it's in terrible condition or really priced wrong for the condition, which is more relevant, it's gone in a week. To look at active listings, because that really shows an interesting story to me, is that when those interest rates hit in June, July, August, September, buyers were just completely uncertain of what was going on, and so they stalled and the inventory built for a bit. And then it came down as buyers got more comfortable with what was going on with interest rates, and or their situation was, I still have to move. And so we saw some activity levels. And this, again, though it's only 12.7% different from this same time last year, it's being driven by our low inventory. This is 19% for townhomes. Townhomes have there just have not been as many out on the market. And I'll show you what our current stats are for June, and you'll see that that's the same. So let's look at pricing trends, because that's where the good news story happens. You have not seen a big crash in price. These are median prices. So obviously, again, it varies neighborhood to neighborhood, 4-bedroom versus 3-bedroom. There's lots of criteria that shape these numbers, but from a median price, $660 in June versus $669 in May a year later, we have strong pricing. The sellers are getting at or above what they're asking for, as long as they're working with somebody who understands the market and can price their homes appropriately. And in the townhomes, you're seeing plus 5% here, plus 2%. That makes sense, actually. The smaller the home, the more the difference makes. A little bit changes a lot on these, especially when you look at like price per square foot. Let's take a look at days on market, just so I can show you. Again, we saw this is the inverse, and we are sitting here solidly at 5 days on market for a median for Prince William County. And I did pull Fairfax, same story. They're also 25 to 30% down in activity. Prices have recovered since a year ago in June after the interest rates started dropping off, and their days on market is at 5. So, one thing that I wanted to, here's price per square foot, just to show you, pretty steady. And oh, by the way, price per square foot on a townhome is always higher than single family in that same neighborhood, because just only so many kitchens and so many bathrooms you put in a home. So that reflects as a proportion of the overall square footage. So the downward trend in the market is not in the willingness of buyers to buy, it's in the willingness of sellers to sell. In Montclair, which is a neighborhood that I track very closely, this time on average, year over year, I've been here for 10 years doing this, I would expect June to have roughly 20 to 25 listings, maybe a few of those coming soon, most of them active, but that's typical. Right now, we have 2 single family homes coming soon and 3 single family homes active. That's it. And townhomes, we have one coming soon and 1 active. So that is really characteristic of what we're feeling in here, is like, where's the inventory? When you look at I'm gonna have to put my glasses on for this one, but when you look at the recent homes that went under contract, totally different story. 26 under contract in the last 6 weeks, or last 5 weeks rather, and 29 closed in the last 5 weeks. Days on market for those that just went under contract is 7, and days on market for those that have closed in the last 5 weeks was 5. So the one thing that I would say is that if you have the opportunity to put your home on the market, you are in a great position to get what you're looking for. And if you're a buyer, I know that that sounds scary, but as the prices continue to rise, because we are seeing that this is price per square foot, here's your pricing trend graphic again, they're going up. And when those interest rates drop, they'll really go up. And you can purchase a home now with maybe not the most favorable interest rate, but refinance in a year or a year and a half, whenever that number is right for you. But what you can't do is wait a year and a half to purchase a home and buy at the price it would have been a year or year and a half ago. So you can lock your rate in, lock your price of your home in, change your rate as soon as you are ready, as soon as the market allows, but you locked in your price. So that is ultimately the bottom line on this market right now. If you have any questions, if you want details on your home, if you want details on your neighborhood, please give us a call. Contact information is here. I look forward to talking with you on that and sharing all of the knowledge that we have and helping you find that great house. Talk to you later. Bye.